Letter 187. To the Lady GAITGIRTH. Lady GAITGIRTH, or Isabel Blair, daughter to John Blair of that ilk, by Grizzle his wife, daughter to Robert, Lord Semple, was the wife of James Chalmers of GAITGIRTH. To him she had 5 sons and 5 daughters. Mr. Fergushill of Ochiltree resided in the vicinity. See Letter 112. Her husband, to whom Rutherford expresses his obligations in the close of this letter, was a man of worth. He was made Sheriff Principal of Ayrshire in 1632, and in 1633 he and Sir William Cunningham of Cunningham Head represented Ayrshire in Parliament. Embracing the cause of the Covenant, he in 1641, with Cassils and Caprington, were sent as commissioners from the Scottish Parliament to Newcastle, and in 1649 he had a troop in Colonel Robert Montgomery's horse, Robertson's Ayrshire families. His great-grandfather, James Chalmers of GAITGIRTH, who lived at the time of the Reformation, was a very zealous reformer, and is described by Knox, Calderwood, and Spottiswoode as one of the boldest and most daring men of any who took part in that important revolution. The name is often written Gathgirth and Gadgirth. It is in the parish of Coylton, about 4 miles from Monkton. The modern mansion occupies the fine site of the old, on a wooden knoll that overhangs the River Aire at one point, commanding a view of Arran and Goatfell. It is a small estate. Christ unchangeable, though not always enjoyed. His love never yet fully poured out. Himself, his people's coursener. Mistress, grace, mercy, and peace be to you. I long to know how matters stand betwixt Christ and your soul. I know that ye find him still the longer the better. Time cannot change him in his love. Ye may yourself ebb and flow, rise and fall, wax and wane. But your Lord is this day as he was yesterday. And it is your comfort that your salvation is not rolled upon wheels of your own making, neither have ye to do with a Christ of your own shaping. God hath singled out a mediator, Psalm 89 verse 19, strong and mighty. If ye and your burdens were as heavy as 10 hills or hells, he is able to bear you and save you to the uttermost. Your often seeking to him cannot make you a burden to him. I know that Christ compassionateth you, and maketh a moan for you in all your dumps and under your downcastings, but it is good for you that he hideth himself sometimes. It is not niceness, dryness, nor coldness of love that causeth Christ to withdraw, and slip in under a curtain and a veil, that ye cannot see him. But he knoweth that ye could not bear with upsails, a fair gale, a full moon, and a high spring tide of his felt love, and always a fair summer day, and a summer sun of a felt and possessed and embracing Lord Jesus. His kisses and his visits to his dearest ones are thin sown. He could not let out his rivers of love upon his own, but these rivers would be in hazard of loosening a young plant at the root. And he knoweth this of you. Ye should, therefore, frist Christ's kindness as to its sensible and full manifestations, till ye and he be above sun and moon. That is the country where ye will be enlarged for that love which ye do not now contain. Cast the burden of your sweet babes upon Christ, and lighten your heart by laying your all upon him. He will be their God. I hope to see you up the mountain yet, and glad in the salvation of God. Frame yourself for Christ, and gloom not upon his cross. I find him so sweet that my love, suppose I would charge it to remove from Christ, would not obey me. His love hath stronger fingers than to let go its grips of us bairns, who cannot go but by such a hold as Christ. It is good that we want legs of our own, since we may borrow from Christ. And it is our happiness that Christ is under an act of cautionary for heaven, and that Christ is booked in heaven as the principal debtor for such poor bodies as we are. I request you to give the laird, your husband, thanks for his care of me, in that he hath appeared in public for a prisoner of Christ. I pray and write mercy and peace and blessings to him and his. Grace be with you forever. Yours in his sweet Lord Jesus, Samuel Rutherford, Aberdeen, 1637.